It's a new year and a new chance for you to make a fresh start with your compliance. For the next 31 days on the FCPA Compliance Report, we're going to be bringing you a daily tip, strategy, or idea that you can use to improve your program. Here's your host, Tom Fox, the Compliance Evangelist.
This month's sponsor of 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program is Affiliated Monitors. Founded in 2004, Affiliated Monitors provides professional, independent, integrity monitoring and ethics and compliance assessments nationally and internationally and across almost all industries. With its knowledge of effective ethics and compliance programs and cultures, Affiliated Monitors is respected for its work as the corporate monitor on matters ranging from multinational corporations to small and mid-sized companies and even individuals. Having served in over 750 monitorships, no one has more experience as an independent monitor than the team at Affiliated Monitors. For more information on how an independent monitor can help improve your company's ethics and compliance program, visit this month's sponsor, Affiliated Monitors, at www.affiliatedmonitors.com. Welcome to 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program for the month of April. This month I'm going to be taking up continuous improvement. This is something that has become more and more important as the Department of Justice and Securities and Exchange Commission have talked over the past few years more extensively about the need for improvement of your compliance program through a variety of strategies, tools, and tactics. So this month we're going to take a deep dive into those areas. We're going to begin with introducing the topic from the perspective of the Department of Justice. In the 2019 guidance, the DOJ stated one hallmark of an effective compliance program is its capacity to improve and evolve. In its implementation, you should help to uncover and evaluate areas of risk and opportunities for improvement. Moreover, as your business changes over time in areas such as the environment it operates, the nature of its customers, the laws applicable to it, and in industry standards, you need to make sure your compliance program is dynamic as well. Continuous improvement was a part of the original 10 hallmarks of an effective compliance program articulated in the 2012 guidance. Hallmark number 9, which read, a good compliance program should constantly evolve. A company's business changes over time, as do the environments in which it operates, the nature of its customers, the laws that govern its actions, and the standards of that govern it as well. So this insight was carried forward in the 2019 guidance, which lists 4 types of continuous improvement: internal audit, control testing, evolving updates, and assessing culture. You need to utilize each one of these in your compliance program. You should also keep track of external and internal events which may cause your business to change, either your policies, process, or your procedures. Some of the examples can be new laws applicable to your business, a company reorganization, a major acquisition. Continuous improvement requires that you not only audit but also monitor as well. This language is not only set out in the 2019 guidance, but also the 2012 FCPA guidance, and indeed as far back as 2 of the 7 compliance elements in the U.S. Sentencing Guidelines from 1992, which called for companies to monitor, audit, and respond quickly to allegations of misconduct. The bottom line is the Department of Justice will reward efforts to promote improvement and sustainability. This includes incorporating lessons learned into your compliance program that you might have uncovered, and something that you certainly need to keep abreast of going forward. So what are some of the things that you can specifically do regarding continuous improvement? So let me suggest the 4 following strategies. Number 1, review the goals of your strategic plan. This requires for you to have a time to look at your overall strategic plan. Stephen Martin is one of the most foremost about talking about your 1, 3, and 5 year strategic plan. But as a CCO, you need to determine what the goals are in the plan, and do they measure up to the implementations of your company. Second, design an execution plan of your strategic plan. This really falls to the KISS method. Keep it simple, sir. And this would suggest that for each compliance goal and lesson learned, there be a simple and straightforward plan to ensure that the goal in question is being addressed. Next, put accountabilities in place. In any plan of execution, there must be accountabilities attached. This requires a CCO or other compliance department representative to put them in place and mandate a recording program which will allow you to monitor going forward. So you can see immediately the continuous feedback loop. Finally, schedule a review of your plan. You should regularly review the process that you're going through. It allows any problems to be, which may arise, be detected more quickly if there is review and oversight. The function of the CCO is to reinforce the visions and goals of the compliance function, and assessment and updating are critical in an ongoing best practices compliance program. If you put a mechanism in place to do so, you can follow through with your intentions as set forth in your strategic plan, but more importantly, meet the precepts set forth by the Department of Justice and Securities and Exchange Commission in hallmark number 9, and the continued requirements of continuous improvement as articulated in the 2019 guidance. Continuous improvement through monitoring or other techniques will allow your compliance program to keep abreast of any changes in your business model and your compliance risk, and allow growth based on new and updated best practices specified by regulators. A compliance program is always continuously evolving, just as your company is continuously evolving. You need to build in a way to keep pace with both the market and regulatory changes. So what are today's 3 key takeaways? Number 1, never forget that your compliance program must be continuously evolving. Number 2, have a mechanism in place to take the lessons learned you gain through monitoring, auditing, assessing, or otherwise, and loop them back in as a lesson learned to your compliance program. And 3, the Department of Justice and the Securities and Exchange Commission will give meaningful credit to companies that follow these simple steps. I hope you will enjoy the entire month on innovation and compliance in this month's offering of 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program. If I could ask you to do so, would you pass on to at least one person this podcast series on the nuts and bolts of compliance, as I'm trying to expand my audience base for 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow, where I take up another topic in innovation and compliance. Thanks again for listening. 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.